what it is. Nah. Right now, me and music are just. I mean, I took a pause when my daughter was born, like 3 years ago, and since then, I mean, I've recorded stuff like in the studio. I haven't released much stuff. So I was kind of rebranding and all of that. But right now, music is just something I love to do.
You have to do it. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Music
You know we're on 4K, right?
I know.
If you tell me,
Thank you.
Can you please edit that part? I'm not doing it. So you'd rather fix it now.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Okay, you know what? Thank you. Good looking out though.
Yeah, I got you.
My lipstick. It be popping.
So you're talking about music?
Yes, music. So I was in the music industry since the time I was like 15.
Yeah.
I mean, I was born and raised into the music industry from church and stuff. And I did it in college. I did it here in Nairobi. I did it in the States. I've made money from it. I enjoyed it. I loved performing. I love performing. I'm a performer. But then when I had moved here, music had to take a sit back because there was a lot of life stuff going on.
Hey, listen. First of all, if you mention something, you just don't leave it vaguely like that. Right? What do you mean by life stuff? We have time. Like I said, we have time. What happened?
I mean, just life stuff. Let's see. At the time...
Are you talking about your wedding or?
No, I'm not married.
It wasn't you?
Single. Who got married? Don't play.
Didn't get married?
I didn't. I didn't get married.
Are you a Christian?
I am.
So you just had
I am saved.
You just had a kid out of wedlock.
Oh.
God will not forgive you.
Yes, he will, and he already did. Okay, don't listen to him, ladies.
Okay, I'm joking though. Yeah. Go on.
Better to be single than in a toxic relationship, I always say.
Wait, so you're not in a relationship?
No.
The last time I checked, you were single, right?
Yeah.
But how do you remain single and then...
Remain single?
No, and then you get pregnant and have a kid. That's where I'm going with it.
It's complicated.
Oh, okay.
Woo, that story.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay, let's just, take a step back. We'll get to, the relationship stuff, like probably, midway in the podcast, right? Look at you shaking your head. Like, last time you're among the people who just cried on my podcast.
What?
You did.
Why?
You tell me.
I don't know.
I just started crying in the middle of the podcast. I just start looking like an asshole. Like, John, just give me a minute. Like, no, but anyway, just back to just life in general. So if you're not doing even just music full time, and I know I think you almost relocated to the States once you got the baby. Mm-hmm. There are specific reason, is there more opportunities there? Is it better to have a peace of mind when you're there as compared to Kenya?
Peace of mind.
Really?
Yes, I have found it there.
Really?
No, but
you seem happier there.
I am. I was born and raised there. But also, don't play, because America is ghetto. America is the ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We all need to be back in Africa. But it was, I moved there. I had the baby. I took off a year to, be with the child. Yeah. Be a nurturing mother.
Just being a nurturing mother, yeah.
And I spent that year here in Kenya, which was the best decision of my life because, I had my mom, I had help. Like a first-time mom, I'm sure. Yeah, and with the house help and everything, it was so comfortable. I had a life, being a mother. I think it was the most beautiful experience ever in my life. But, after that year was up, I have to get to work, of course. Yeah. So I decided to go back to States because my family owns business there. And I'm kind of now, taking over that business. One of the only siblings that will. Okay. Hey. And it has the generational wealth. We have to keep it in the family. Yeah. You feel me? Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing because, I think for even for my case, I never pictured you as a mom.
Really?
That's the scariest thing.
Neither.
I could never. Let's say, I'm just saying, I could picture maybe your big sister. as a mother. But Wamboe, a girl that I knew, I was just doing like, being behind the scenes on your music videos and stuff. I never pictured you as a mom. And here we are, just seeing you like just every day going like for picnics with your kid, running around, playing with the kid. Was it scary though? I can even forget before your mother, like, now when you decide like, maybe you're counting down to probably like, before you have the kid, like 2 months to go. Was it scary for you?
Of course it was. The whole pregnancy was scary, first of all. Beginning of the pregnancy was scary. But we ain't gotta take it that far.
How did you even get pregnant, Wamboe?
Oh my goodness.
I left you just chilling and saying, I'm trying. You know what you told me last time on the podcast?
Jesus. It was because Jesus.
You know what you told me last time on the podcast? You said, now I'm just taking a little bit of time for myself. I just want to take some time and relax. And then just a couple of months later, I'm like...
It was not a couple of months later.
It's like Wamboe.
It was not a couple of months later.
Was it during
like
COVID?
A year later, yeah.
During COVID? Oh, yeah. Everybody was locked indoors and stuff.
Oh, wait.
Is that when
we did the interview during COVID?
Before. Just before COVID.
Yeah.
Right? So that's when it happened.
Yeah, to be honest with you,
a lot of people like bonded during.
I was chubby that time. I might have been pregnant that time, actually.
When you were doing the podcast?
Yes, I think I was.
Would you lie to your friends? I thought I was your friend.
I think I was. Because I just wasn't showing. My whole pregnancy, people didn't know I was pregnant.
That's what I'm saying. Like a couple of months later, then I'm
you're right.
I'm like, Wamboe, I'm confused.
I was pregnant because I was sick. I was feeling sick that day.
Is that why you were crying?
And you didn't even know. Did I cry?
You had a mix of emotions. Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense because 1 minute we were laughing, the next minute I remember you crying in the middle of it.
God.
And then now, we just finished the section.
Definitely pregnant.
Wow.
Definitely. And I was drinking.
Okay, so now, the whole motherhood thing. That's what I want to get into, right?
Yes.
Because, I think it's special when you know someone like for years and then they get into parenthood. And that means I can even like call you in case I get someone pregnant. It's like, yo, Wamboe.
Yeah.
Like, how do I get rid of this woman, though?
Oh, no.
Not the baby, this woman. No. The woman. No, the kid we're keeping.
Don't call me, friend.
The kid we're keeping. I'm talking about the woman.
Oh,
how do you get rid of her? Because,
Oh, my goodness. I don't know how to help you with that one, brother.
But anyway, so the thing is, just picturing like one of my friends, like one of my friends who I can say like who's gotten like maybe into motherhood, especially someone who's in the entertainment.
Oh yeah, you've seen
field.
me from like back then.
When you're starting off, so that's why I'm saying like it's scary for me who's not yet like a parent, but also like inspirational because I can see like how you're handling it, and I'm like okay. Maybe you can get a couple of women pregnant out here, right? Oh my God!
Don't get a couple.
That's a bad thing.
I mean, if you got the finances, do you?
Hey, listen, that we can work out. Don't worry. Child support here and there. I'll just send it.
Not quality time.
I mean, but as long as somebody's sending like upkeep, that's a good thing, right?
That's not all. Like,
what's needed?
Of course, upkeep is nice.
What else is needed?
Quality time, kids. That's what it's about. It's
so the dad has to be there.
Yeah,
all the time. Be
in the child's life as much as they can.
Let's say the dad is a pilot. Do you think he'll be home?
I mean, not every day, but that pilot
how many
still
times?
gets
How many times will he be home?
I mean, often.
Probably once a week.
And there are families.
But he's gonna send the upkeep. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So isn't that important?
Of course, the upkeep is important.
If he works for CNN, will he ever be home? He's somewhere in Iraq dodging bullets and missiles, just reporting and covering the news.
You can make time. If
I'm
you want to
telling
make
you.
time, you can make time for anything.
But if it's someone who's like, just rolling some weed in the house, relaxing with you, he's going to be around. He's not going anywhere. He'll be with you 24/7. In fact, if anything, you don't need to be concerned about his presence. He was going to be there because he has nowhere else to go.
Oh my God.
But I think it's tricky, especially, and I think finances are the most important things. Like once you get into like just parenthood, is that something that has affected you in any way? Just being able to provide for your kid. I don't know if you're doing like co-parenting thing and stuff. I know you always try and avoid my questions, but hey, you're a mother. How am I not supposed to ask? Because how are you doing it? How are you doing it? Yeah.
Hey, how am I doing it? Man, by the grace of God, honestly, that's how I'm doing it. And I am a single mother.
Leave God out of this. First of all, what do you mean
God
by the grace of God? Come on.
But yes, I am a mother, but also it takes, like that saying, it takes a village to raise a child is so true.
Yeah.
And I'm just blessed enough to have my family around me.
Yes.
Even in the States, like it is harder because I do live that like real single mom life because
in the States now, because you're kind of like almost the whole family is not there, right?
Exactly. So it's like my dad and us live over there, and my Kikuyu dad. Well, it's your child.
Yeah, take care of your kid.
Exactly.
Take care of your kid.
He's like, I'm like, Dad, I am too old to be learning lessons at this point in my life. Can you just watch the child?
You can't start doing ABCs. He's done it over and over again, and then it's like now with your kid again.
But when it comes to like the financial side of things, I do provide pretty much most for her. Everything.
Really?
If my parents, when they decide to help
they
me,
can help out and stuff. But you also want to be the adult who's actually being responsible as well, just showing that I can also just play my role as a parent, right?
That's true. And it was difficult in the beginning, especially with the what is he called, a sperm donor? Wow. Oh, sorry.
Hey, hold on. You said what? You said what?
Edit out.
I'm not editing anything. Out of 1.5 hours.
That was very disrespectful.
No.
But anyways,
wait. So
it was difficult in the beginning.
So he's not there at all?
No, I mean that's his choice. He decided
completely.
And isn't that crazy?
Who would? I mean, I think.
But you know what?
Who would be coconut enough to just not be around this?
Okay.
MILF.
Okay.
He's like already there, like No, but that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is, and it was, and it had some. It had some impressions on me. 3 years down the line, I am in therapy. Everybody needs it, but I'm doing much better now. But
even that part where just finish before I do my follow-up question.
So I do believe in like co-parenting, and I personally did not mind wanting to co-parent, but this other individual wanted me in their life, so they would rather not have the child at all, I guess, in their life than to not have me.
The kid is there already, though, right?
Anyways, it's complicated.
Okay, but even just now, just even for you to go through the whole pregnancy thing, give birth, and now starting to take care of the kid, right? And maybe like already, like you said, now you're part of the statistics, like future baby mamas. Hi, as like baby mamas all around.
We the best.
But it's also like a thing now. Like a lot of people actually, even in Nairobi, you'll notice like even with people, like some people that we know, a lot of them are like just single moms. So I don't know like what the fix or what the problem is, but I'm just trying to think and also. Because I wouldn't point a finger or laugh at someone, and then I'm also doing the same thing. That would be crazy.
That's true.
That would be crazy. So I wouldn't want to be part of the statistics, but let's just be honest, like now more than 70%, like on normal households in Nairobi, you'll just notice like, it's single moms, and most of the times either dads are there or they're not there at all. Yeah, so that's,
I can't speak on Nairobi. Honestly, I feel like
even in the States,
ladies, if it's toxic, let it go. Okay? Let's get a hand clap for that one.
Hey. Okay, hand clap. But also, I do want to ask a question, and just take your time to answer it, before, in case it triggers. No, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. I'm always just trying to wonder, right? Because even at times I do ask like some of my female friends, like if maybe you knew this person's character, right? Why would you still choose to like, be the mother of their child? You see, kinda. I've never understood because that's just something that a lot of women are going through. They do have like the kids. but I just hate that nigga. I just hate him. And to me, I'm always like, it makes no sense. Yeah, like why? Why? Because I'm sure like you're very pretty, first of all.
Thank you.
I'm sure there's so many other guys who'd be like, yo, I'm sure your DM was crazy, first of all. Come on. I'm sure your DM was crazy even before you were a mother, right? Even now, I'm sure probably still. Kind of. Just, somewhere there.
I bet you got more in yours.
Somewhere there.
Little sprinkle.
But I'm just saying, like, how do you choose to be in that situation? Because I know, first of all, I know you to be, like, very pretty, very intelligent. And, like, I've never seen you confused. Apart from my last podcast.
I know, right?
Which now you've explained. Now I'm like, okay, now it makes sense. Because you're going through so much. Maybe that you're thinking, yeah, because you're really thinking a lot. And now it makes more sense.
I don't be crying just anywhere.
Hey, listen.
It's like,
how many minutes? We're still 18 minutes in. We have time. Don't worry. We'll get there.
Oh, my gosh.
But how? Because I've always wanted, and it's just because I can ask you as a friend. Mm-hmm. I think the best thing about you, we can joke about it and I can still ask and just kind of know. I'm just asking from a curiosity place.
Yeah.
Because that's like with a lot of my friends. Some I can't say their names because it's very obvious, you know who I'm talking about, right? Yes. Well, like, why? It makes no sense.
But, okay, here's the thing. Everybody's story is different, number one. And I personally don't feel like I chose to be in that position. And I don't think that women would, if they knew their true character, anyways, let me not speak on other women. I'm going to speak on me.
Do you believe in women have like a strong intuition? They can pick, even how they can sense you have a DM from someone who's like, like you talked through, like, still, like, I know she sent you a message. Like, they always have like that sixth sense.
I do, but also, when you think you in love and it might just be lust, like, you can be blinded by a lot of things. Hey, love is blinding. Let me let you know that for free. But anyways, let me start with this. So me and this particular person, like, we were together for 3 years before I even had a child. You get. But now we had broken up before I had the child. So the child was not planned. The child was a blessing by God.
Yeah, because kids are always like a blessing.
The child was so random. But and then it just happened to be with a person that I was no longer with anymore. But that is an excellent question because to be honest with you, I did not choose to have a child with him. I wouldn't have. Years before, yes, I would have. But later on. But you know what? That was just me. That was me and alcohol.
No. Hold on. We can't blame. We don't blame the alcohol. No. We're not blaming the alcohol. Hold on. We're not just blaming alcohol and just moving from that story like that. Cause why I'm asking that, it's cause like I've said, it's not just you. Like so many other. Like when it's just the same.
But we get emotional.
But even when you're saying like, this is my story, but it's a story of so many others.
That's true.
So many.
But women, sometimes we think we can fix people, and we just can't. That's never gonna work. Never gonna change.
You can't fix people.
Yeah, and a lot of women, like, we see the good. We see the good in you that maybe you don't even particularly have at this point in time, but. I don't know. That's where we get lost because.
So it's just love. Let's just say love.
Infatuation, lust, love. Call it what you want, but not. Sometimes we don't think clear-headed. We think with our hearts rather than our brains.
Okay, that's fair enough. I do have a very strong follow-up question.
Oh my gosh,
But now, like, we also just like I believe you've also been brought up in like a traditional household, right? Like, where, and I think traditional, it's those ones of like old school parents, even if they were not getting along, they were kind of getting along. It's so like, we're doing this for the kids, right? We're going through our shit, but, kind of like the kids need a good example and stuff. So do you think like even now for you, it's upon you to kind of either try and make a structure that has like dad, mom, for the sake of your kid so that she can experience that as well, even if it's not with him. Because, I mean...
Yes, I do believe that.
I asked Rubadiri that as well. Yeah. And she was just like, I'm looking forward to it. It's something that's in her mind.
Yeah.
But, her kid is all grown up, like, 16, 17 there. But she was saying, like, that's something that she actually believes in. And, she would want that. But it's something she's still working on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, I do agree. I would love that. Because I definitely think that a mother and father, when the mother and father are in the household, like their children are raised up in a different way.
Yeah.
Like I see how me and my sisters and my brother was raised versus like my cousin who only had her single mom and who was working, so she would be out in the streets chilling, kicking it. We was in church, we was doing after school activities and all of that, but we had that balance, that love, when we wanted something. The person who's coming
for discipline, like there's no jokes and everything. My
dad and then my
mom can be soft and play good cop, bad cop.
We ask her the questions. Can we go to the movies? Yes, okay. But I definitely want that for my child. Of course, I'm looking for that, but I'm not going to sacrifice my happiness, like, or be in a toxic relationship to make that happen. I do think that this was the best decision that I made. In terms for her, because it's just such a blessing how just the dynamic of everything worked out. Like I have my dad, I'm staying with my dad in States currently. I'm staying with him and her, so it's kind of like she does get that the male figure in the household, and her godfather is around a lot. Like he flies everywhere to see her, so she does get that male that side, and she like listens to the males more than she does me.
Of course.
What you mean, of course?
No. It's just because like even for your dad, he's done it. Like it's just coming out naturally when he's talking to her. He's like probably talking to her the same way he was talking to you.
Exactly.
And you kind of understand when he's trying to kind of instill something in her, and it's not even just being too rough, but being like a male figure, which you can't play.
At all.
Because I think where people get it confused now is like, I can be both, like, the mom and the dad. Like, there's this joke on, is it Father's Day? We have all the single moms that post, and they say, like, what's the quote? I've forgotten. I'm the mom and the dad. And then, so happy Father's Day to me. I'm like, no, it's not but it's not the same thing though, I'd rather the same way you're saying, like, your dad can play that figure. So I think that's also like really special. At least she's not missing out on that. Because I think it's very important to just also understand, because, she's going to turn into a teenager, right?
Yes, exactly.
And you want her to have grown around an environment where she even understands men and just how they talk,
how she's supposed to be
admiration,
respected.
how she should be respected, how men should treat her. So I mean, that's also like a very important thing.
That's true.
Also, still again, just on motherhood, we'll slow down on the motherhood thing, So don't worry. Sip some juice, sip some juice there, and go on. So just also like just being a mother, right?